Hi, I'm Pavo.
I'm Jono, we're Above and Beyond, and you're watching Urban.ro.
In the last few years, we enjoyed your shows a few times. What are your thoughts when coming back to Romania?
We really love it here, and one of the things that we've been able to do here is we've had so many great shows. In the past, we've also played a lot of club gigs and everything, but in Romania, it's really been all about those sort of big events with a great vibe, and we're just about to go on stage here in Romania, and I'm really hoping that we can tick it off as another amazing group therapy session here, so can't wait.
Is there any particular memory that you have in mind when coming back to Romania?
I think it was the Liberty Parade. I think that's a big one for me. I just remember playing there a couple of years back, and just the crowd and the production. That's one thing I would say about a lot of the Romanian gigs, is the production standard is very high, which is good. The sound's always very good, the lighting's always fantastic, so that's stuff that we kind of care about, as well as the music. We like to have really good production, and you guys seem to deliver here, so that's good.
This show is part of the group therapy tour. I heard that it's going great. How do you like it so far?
I mean, it's great. We kind of stumbled upon this name, group therapy, and it actually really embodies what we do, really, which is like kind of, it is all about sharing experiences of the music, and we start by sowing the seed of this music in our studio, and then when it's kind of consumed, if you like, by other people, it takes on its own meaning for them, and then we come together and kind of share that experience together at these shows, and it's been amazing. We just did a 20-day tour of America, which went down really well. We've just been to Brazil, and last night we were in Frankfurt, which we hadn't been to Germany for quite a while, so it was great to go and do a show there. And then tonight we're in Romania, so in Bucuresti, and we know this is one of the best cities in the world to play in, so we're really excited for tonight.
You're still promoting the group therapy album. What's next for this album? What's the next single, maybe?
We just put the finishing touches to our club mix of Love Is Not Enough. It's the first track from the album with Zoe Johnston that we're releasing as a single. Love Is Not Enough. The video, I think, is already on YouTube, and the single's coming out in a couple of weeks.
Which are the hardest tracks right now? The ones that you never miss from your set, and the ones that you could play at any party?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of the vocal tracks that people know because they sing along, like stuff like Sun and Moon, obviously, I think that's one of the biggest tracks from the last album, and it's those kind of tracks are quite hard to remove from our set, because if people come to see us, they want to hear those songs, so we like to play to the crowd and put those in.
I want to ask about Anjuna Beats. Did you ever think that it was going to be this big?
Well, Anjuna Beats really started as a means for us to release our own music. We really never planned on what we wanted it to be. It was really about pressing up vinyl and releasing our own tracks. But we soon found that some of our friends who were making fantastic music were sending it to us and saying, "Hey, how about you release this one?" And then now, 12 years later, it's grown into this community of incredible artists and a global fan base. And I think we couldn't have planned it like this. We would have thought it's too big to achieve. But we, like with everything, we try and take things one step at a time, and we're really happy with how Anjuna Beats and Anjuna Deep are doing at the moment.
There are some nostalgic transfers that are always talking and missing your sound from the tri-state.
Yeah.
How do you respond to them, and how's the Above and Beyond sound has changed during the years?
It's funny because actually when we released Tri-State, a lot of people at the time said it wasn't trancey enough. So that's the funny thing about it. It's one of those things. I think over time, people kind of change their opinion over time of records as well. Tri-State actually I don't think was that trancey an album personally. It's kind of just, it's a mixture of lots of things, and I think group therapy is a step on from that, I guess. But we still love a lot of the old sounding records. There aren't so many of those records being made right now that sound like that. Things are different, times change. But I've still, personally, I've still got a very soft spot for all the old big trance records from the late 90s through to the early 2000s. That was a kind of golden period of that kind of classic sounding trance. I think that will come around again one day. But for me, I think it's just exciting to try new things out and to experiment with new sounds. And I think the sentiment behind the music has not changed at all. It's still the same feeling behind the music. It's just the production changes, the tempo changes, all the kind of stylistic aspects change a bit, but the kind of meaning and feel behind the music, to me, it's never changed really.
And one last question: if you wouldn't make music, what would be your dream job?
God, it's a tricky question really. What would be my dream job? Can't answer that really. I don't know. The music's always what I've wanted to do actually. I mean, I guess like if it wasn't being DJ, I'd like to be in a band who toured the world, and I suppose we are sort of in a band, so I've answered my own question a bit.
How about you?
Well, today I'd probably say I'd be a photographer. I'm really into my photography. Yesterday I might have said that I'd probably be like a coder. I'm really into my coding as well. Really into my cooking as well. Maybe I'll try being a chef. I don't know. I'm really into so many things, and that's the really cool thing with doing what we're doing, is that we're in a situation where we can dabble in all these kinds of areas. We can do all sorts of things, but being in a band really gives us a platform for doing lots of things. So, but yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. I can't really imagine doing anything else.